start with, we are going to perform the redox titration. In that, the chemicals we are going to take is, one is your iron 2 solution, another one is KMnO4. KMnO4 is an oxidizing agent which we are going to fill up in the burette, and the iron 2 solution we are going to pipette out into the conical flask. So let's start with the experiment. So first of all, we have to start with the washing of the apparatus. Okay, so let's prepare our burette first. In order to prepare the burette, we will be washing, this is first precaution, we will be washing it with the distilled water, and after washing it with the distilled water, right, we will be washing it, we will be rinsing it with the chemical, we have to fill it in. So we are pouring the KMnO4 with the same concentration जिसके साथ आपको एक्सपेरिमेंट करना है, और आप इसको अच्छे से वॉश करेंगे ताकि जो भी वाटर के ट्रेसेस which are on the walls of the chemical, on the walls of the burette, they are rinsed away, ताकि आपका solution जो है वो dilute ना रहे, same concentration का आपका solution रहे. Or in this, what we are going to do is, we are going to use the filter funnel to fill it in, right? So that the chemicals, they are not wasted out, and the filling of the burette is easy. Now while we are filling, we have to ensure that this tip of the funnel should also be filled. Otherwise आपकी readings जो होंगी वो accurate नहीं आएंगी, ठीक है? And one more precaution over here is, while we are performing the experiment, we have to ensure we have to remove this funnel. Otherwise क्या होता है कि funnel में जो भी drops होती हैं आपकी वो गिरती रहती हैं और नीचे से आप टाइट्रेशन परफॉर्म करते रहते हैं, जिसकी वजह से आपकी एक्यूरेसी जो है वो ख़राब हो जाती है, गड़बड़ हो जाती है. तो द प्रिकॉशंस इज़ दैट आफ्टर फिलिंग इन द burette you have to remove the filter funnel. Now in order to wash the pipette, we are just washing it with the water. And this is the precautionary safety item we are going to use with the pipette, that is your safety bulb or the pipette filler. This is how we'll be using it. Now this is, many a time they ask you that with the pipette what are you using, what safety precaution you're using. So the safety precaution we use here is the pipette filler, and the pipette filler is used so that हम इसको अपने माउथ से भी सक कर सकते थे केमिकल को, बट वी आर यूजिंग द पिपेट फिलर ताकि आपका केमिकल आपके मुंह में जाने का कोई ख़तरा ना हो. नाउ दिस इज़ अ 25 cm cube पिपेट, एंड वी आर गोइंग टू फिल इट अप टिल द मार्क, एंड देन वी आर गोइंग टू पोर इट द केमिकल आफ्टर फिलिंग इट. ये दिस apparatus इज़ फॉर द एक्यूरेट वॉल्यूम, और उसके बाद हम इस केमिकल को जो है वो वॉश्ड केमिकल कॉनिकल फ्लास्क में पोर आउट करने. कॉनिकल फ्लास्क को आपको वॉश करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, आपको लैब्स में वॉश्ड कॉनिकल फ्लास्क मिलते हैं, ठीक है? आपको किसी भी केमिकल से कॉनिकल फ्लास्क को वॉश करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. वन मोर प्रिकॉशन यू नीड टू नो इज़ दैट जब हम पिपेट की बात करते हैं, तो पिपेट के अंदर नॉर्मली जब आप उसको पोर आउट कर देते हैं तो कुछ केमिकल टिप पे रह जाता है. तो आप बिल्कुल हरगिज़ भी, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू ब्लो through this pipette in order to drop this last drop into the conical flask. उसको आप ऐसे ही छोड़ देंगे कि इसके बगैर ही आपके पास 25 cm cube या 10 cm cube केमिकल जो है पिपेट के थ्रू आपने ट्रांसफ़र कर लिया. सो यू डोंट बॉदर अबाउट दिस लास्ट ड्रॉप ऑफ केमिकल विच इज़ लेफ्ट आउट इन योर पिपेट. Okay, this is how we will be dropping. Now this is a setup. We have kept a white tile. That's another precaution so that any small observation can be noticed. So this is how we are dropping drop by drop KMnO4 from the burette into the conical flask, and as soon as you see observe the slight faint pinkish color change, we will be stopping the dropping the chemical. One more precaution over here, we have to ensure that the chemical falls down into the conical flask. It should not fall onto the walls. अगर वो वॉल्स पे आपकी केमिकल गिरेगा तो आपका वो केमिकल वेस्ट आउट हो जाएगा, जिससे आपकी रीडिंग्स जो हैं वो इफ़ेक्ट हो जाएंगी. So this is actually the change in color, a faint pink color change we observe when the redox titration is over, when the KMnO4 has completely neutralized, has completely oxidized basically your iron 2 ions. They have changed the iron 2 ions into iron 3 ions, right? So this is how you will be getting the faint pinkish solution. So the color change in the redox reaction is basically purple or pink. It's basically colorless to faint pink or फेंट पिंक कलर. ठीक है, तो ये आपका केमिकल KMnO4 ज़रूर होता है, लेकिन हम हमेशा जो ऑब्जर्वेशन कलर चेंज की देते हैं वो कोनिकल फ्लास्क के कलर चेंजेस. तो इनिशियली द कलर इन द कोनिकल फ्लास्क ऑफ द आयरन 2 was basically colorless, which changed into the faintish pink color change. Okay, we can easily see I've kept the conical flask filled with water next to this chemical where the iron 2 has changed into iron 3. We can see the color difference. This is a faint pink color and this is a colorless solution. So once again a recap which is very oftenly asked in your titration questions, that what do you wash the burette with? So we wash the burette first with the distilled water and then with the chemical we are going to fill in. Then similarly, what do you wash the pipette with? The pipette, whatever you are going to fill in, measure through the pipette, you wash that chemical, you wash the pipette with that chemical. Now for example, we will be washing the pipette with the chemical. We are going to measure using the pipette. That's all for today.